Welcome to the Internship Orientation webinar. I am Mary Tankersley, Director of Interns.
And I am Megan Sybil, Coordinator of Secondary Interns.
Thank you for your willingness to mentor a UT intern. You are a critical component of the student's education. Your intern has been assigned a university supervisor. You, the supervisor, Megan Sybil for secondary, and Mary Tankersley for elementary education make up the internship team put in place to support the student teaching candidate. Our philosophy is one in which the supervisor and cooperating teacher act as coaches and mentors for the student teachers, not critics. Just like the students in your classrooms, our interns are at a variety of developmental levels. It is important for the support team to communicate regularly with each other and the intern throughout the final internship. Megan and I, along with the supervisors, will reach out to you via email consistently. Please communicate with the intern directly if there is an issue, and contact the intern supervisor sooner rather than later if there are any red flags or problems. We like to approach minor issues proactively to avoid escalation to major issues. Your intern should have brought you a Practicum 4 handbook, a Practicum 4 cooperating teacher folder, and a daily observation folder. When you have the opportunity, please read the handbook thoroughly. Today we will highlight a few key topics, but there is essential additional information outlined in the handbook.
Absences. All prearranged absences need to be approved in advance by the cooperating teacher, Mary Tankersley or Megan Sybil. If an intern is sick and cannot go to their internship classroom, they must contact the university supervisor, the cooperating teacher, and Mary Tankersley or myself. If the intern has any teaching materials or lesson plans needed for the day, they need to find a way to get those items to your campus. All interns are required to be at the school site for each school's required teacher hours. It is important that they arrive early or on time each day. Please let the university supervisor know if this ever becomes a problem.
Since final interns are at the early stages of their teaching careers, their lesson plans will need to be more detailed and thorough than your plans. The interns can use the template of their choice and must include written objectives, materials list, procedures, and assessment in each plan. For formal university supervisor observations, interns are required to use the formal format found in the cooperating teacher folder, as well as submit pre- and post-observation question responses to their supervisor. If you currently plan with a team, the intern should join you in these planning sessions. If you plan on your own, the intern should meet with you weekly to plan together. It is expected that the intern will write plans with their ideas, but supported by the cooperating teacher throughout the final internship. The intern's plan should be complete by Friday in preparation for the following week. They should not be planning day by day. We do realize that the plans may need to be altered based on the student's understanding and progress. The cooperating teacher should review all plans before they are taught by the intern. The review will need to take place far enough in advance that the intern has time to make suggested adjustments. Please be mindful that this is all new for interns, and it is not yet second nature as it is for you.
Please take a moment to find your daily reflection folder. This will be a folder that is shared by you and your intern. Please use this folder throughout the week to note things that the intern is doing well and suggestions that you have for improving areas of teaching. You will want to spend a few minutes each day reviewing these notes with the intern and discussing their progress. The only way an intern can correct things is if they know what they're truly doing wrong. It is helpful and encouraging for you to communicate what things they are doing well and all observed progress. At the end of each week, please set aside time to meet with your intern to discuss their weekly progress. The forms for these weekly reflection conferences can be found in the front pocket of your daily observation folder. There is a form for each week, beginning with week 1. You will complete side 1 with the intern. The back reflection and action steps page is to be completed independently by the intern. The intern will then scan this form or send a picture to their supervisor each week. The hard copy is to be housed in their lesson plan notebook. Take a moment to look in your cooperating teacher folder. The Danielson Evaluation rubrics are in the right side pocket. 4 times throughout the semester, you will be asked to complete a Danielson Evaluation. This is done slightly different from Hillsborough County. Since we are using this instrument for student-teacher growth and reflective purposes, it is okay if you are not trained through Hillsborough County as an evaluator. The University of Tampa Education Department will provide you with a training related to the use of the tool at University of Tampa. The Danielson Evaluations are to be completed based on overall progress, not one isolated lesson. Since we are using the first 3 evaluations as formative assessment, you may choose to highlight areas describing what the intern has demonstrated in each area. Therefore, you do not need to score in just one column. The final Danielson evaluation is summative and will need to reflect only one column score for each domain criterion. To successfully complete the internship, The intern cannot score within the requires action column on their final Danielson evaluation. The goal is that the internship team would have assisted and remediated any weak areas by the conclusion of the internship. Please note that the cover page of each evaluation has instructions for completion and an area to mark if the intern is progressing at a developmentally appropriate rate or if the intern requires additional support and intervention to ensure his or her success. It is critical that you thoroughly discuss each of these evaluations with the intern so they are aware of their strengths and weaknesses at all various stages of their internship. Once you and the intern have discussed the evaluation, the intern will then complete a reflective professional plan to help facilitate continued growth. Due dates for the forms can be found in the left side pocket of your cooperating teacher folder.
Week 7 conferences. At the midpoint of the final internship, Week 7, your intern's university supervisor will facilitate a 3-way conference with you and the intern. The intern is then responsible for making a copy of each evaluation to house in their lesson plan notebook prior to submitting the original to Professor Tankersley or Professor Civil during their seminar. You are welcome to also make a copy for yourself prior to submission. The university supervisor will arrange all formal observations through the intern. The intern should always check with you and confirm that the day and the time for the observation is convenient for you. Elementary interns will be observed a minimum of 7 times, and secondary interns a total of 5. Elementary interns must complete the additional few observations to meet the requirements of their reading endorsement. For elementary, 2 observations will be of their guided reading instruction, 2 will be of content-based reading lessons, and the remaining will be general instruction. Elementary interns assigned to classrooms in which the lead teacher does not teach language arts will need to arrange to work with a guided reading group in another classroom. This can be done with the assistance of the cooperating teacher, the university supervisor, and the instructor of the reading practicum.
Appropriate dress. It is very important to the University of Tampa Education Department that our students dress and act like professionals always. Therefore, interns must remove all piercings other than earrings, cover any tattoos, and dress in a professional manner. This means no leggings, no short dresses or skirts, no low-cut shirts, and no sloppy or unkempt attire. Interns may wear jeans only on Fridays and only if the participating school has a spirit day, including either a UT shirt or a shirt representing their internship school or spirit theme. Since we are not on your campus daily, we do rely on you to let your intern know that they are not in compliance with UT's internship dress code. If you do not feel comfortable with this, you can always contact their supervisor or one of us. Cooperating teacher rights. Our priority is always the students in your classroom. Since the intern is a guest in your classroom, you do have the right to ask an intern to not return if you feel that the progress of your students is hindered by the intern. This rarely happens, and our hope is that if the internship team is communicating regularly, we can avoid the occurrence by providing additional layers of support when needed. That is why it is crucial that we are all in contact regularly and have honest and frequent communication.
Teacher Work Sample, or TWS. The Teacher Work Sample is the culminating project of the internship. This project requires interns to assess students' needs, construct student-centered lessons, track student progress, and calculate impact on student learning through a comprehensive mini-unit. University supervisors monitor the work of this project. Elementary interns are required to complete their Teacher Work Sample with a guided reading group. All details surrounding the Teacher Work Sample can be found in the Practicum 4 Internship Handbook. Transition and teaching plans. Our final topic to discuss is the intern's transition into teaching in your classroom. We recognize and value that each classroom is different and possesses unique challenges. Therefore, we think that it's best for the cooperating teacher to choose the transition and internship teaching style that best fits the needs of their learners. Recently, much research has been done on the benefits of co-teach model for internships. In the Practicum 4 Handbook, you will find descriptions for various internship teaching models. After this webinar, please review this section of the handbook with your intern and make a transition plan using the template found in the intern's seminar syllabus. This will ensure that everyone has a clear understanding of the expectations. This transition plan can be altered at any point during the internship. Since each intern is at varying developmental levels and comes with a personal level of life experiences and learning styles, therefore, they may need to take the lead at a different rate than others. We ask that our interns have the opportunity to observe you modeling highly effective teaching for a minimum of 1 hour per day for at least the first 4 weeks. We also request that each intern have full lead with the planning and teaching for at least 4 weeks of the internship. During that time period, we would like the intern communicating with parents under your guidance as often as possible and/or necessary.
We thank you for your willingness to mentor an intern. You have and will have a profound impact on their teaching career in the lives of all the students who they will teach. The information reviewed during this recording can be found in the Practicum 4 Handbook or your Cooperating Teacher folder. Your intern supervisor contact information is affixed to the outside of your Cooperating Teacher folder. If you have any questions or need clarification, please do not hesitate to contact the University Supervisor, Professor Mary Tankersley, myself, and all elementary reading practicum questions should be directed to the supervisors and instructor of the reading practicum, Dr. Gina Almarico. This concludes our orientation recording. We will be in touch shortly regarding the training for intern evaluation tools. Thank you.